Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. Today, I've got a package from CGC, and they raised my prices on me. What's up with that? All right, so package comes back from CGC, and here's the deal. I sent it in. It says a vintage order. So vintage order means these are books pre 1975. Now, none of them are, at least when I sent them in, from based on what I paid for them, none of them were super high value. So I sent them in under the standard vintage category. That means it's value up to $400. Now, that should reflect what you're insuring it for. But I got a notice after it had sat there for a while. They finally sent me a notice saying, we've made an adjustment to one of your books and we're charging you now at the high value level. I was like, what? So I immediately went to go see what the book got graded at or something that would cause it to be a high value book. Lo and behold, CGC hadn't graded the books yet. So I fired off an email. I'm all, CGC, how can you raise my price that I have to pay to a high value level if you haven't graded the books yet? And their response was that through initial determination, the book, well, actually they said it was in grading. So I thought, oh, grading is imminent. I had to wait nearly a month for it to finish from that point on. So they did just arbitrarily decide, well, we think this book's going to be more valuable than it's saying. And I told them, I said, I don't understand that. I had paid like $275 for the book in question. I'm like, oh, so that's well below $400. I said, and based on my and the seller's estimate on the grade, the book should have been valued at under $400. But we'll find out when we get to it what the grade actually is. I'm expecting then that this thing should be something much, much higher. All right, first book up. Oh, this is a sexy book. All right. Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Now, this book, this is from 1951. It is a Toby Press book. So here's the deal with this one. Well, let's first take a look at this thing. It's a 5.5. Look at the colors on that. Why is it a 5.5? Well, look at the spine. You can see spine. This is a single staple book. So the single staple book, that spine really takes a licking because there's only one staple to hold everything as you're playing with it, flipping pages, everything else. But this book, man, I picked this up at Heroes Con this year, and here I was just I wasn't looking for it or anything. I was just walking down the aisle, and I happened to see out of the corner of my eye, I happened to see this book on somebody's back wall. It was down at the bottom of the row. It was half covered by other books, just peeking out. I saw enough of it, this color, and I saw this space scene. But what is that? So I stopped and I turned and I looked, and I'm glad I did. I picked up this guy for like about $150. It is clean. It's white pages, and I'm not surprised by that. When I got this book, it was in a in mylar inside of a poly bag. So it was like double bagged. It was triple boarded. It had the notes about the single staple, and you can see again, like you can see, even though I had this book clean and pressed, you can see, yes, you're not going to get rid of sometimes those single staple books. That's the way it is. But man, Buck Rogers, that is a sexy Sexy looking book. I love my sci-fi. Yes, let's go. Hmm. That one might have to make it up on the wall. All right, next book up. Let's see what this one is. All right, this is a. Oh yeah, so we got this Green Lantern, Green Arrow. We've got the infamous drug scene book. This book had some issues with it when I sent it in. Was figuring it was probably a mid grade, and yeah, there we are, mid grade 5.5, off white to white pages. Speedy revealed to be a junkie. So this was basically, I wanted this book for my collection. I'm not a Green Lantern fan, but it's a infamous cover having to do with youth and drugs, and of course Neil Adams. I wanted to pick that up and get it for my collection, and I managed to get. I think I got the book. I might have gotten the book through. Oh no, it was I was shopping online for some trying to find some deals for my giveaway bin. That's of course the Only Slabs giveaway bin that we do on Saturdays. I found that book. So it wasn't a book I would give away. It was too inexpensive, but I was when I saw it, I was able to pick it up for myself. Oh, all right. This is a book I'm really curious about. So here we are, Tales of Suspense 52. This is the first appearance of the Black Widow. Now, I had a copy of this that I had picked up, and when I sent it in for grading, it came back with a purple restored label. It had some slight color touch to it. Now, I since gave that book away on Only Slabs during Comix Curing Cancer. It was one of the 5 books that we gave away as part of our raising money, and that was a cool book. It was a 2.5 first Black Widow. So for this, I'm hoping for anything over a 2.5. I think it's like between a 3 and a 4 because it's got a lot of issues unto itself. You can see, especially up in here, but the colors are great on this one. And yeah, 3.5. Oh, white pager, a 3.5. Well, look, I mean, look at the condition on that. But yeah, 3.5 white pager book. This first appearance of Black Widow. It's also the death of the second Crimson Dynamo and the first, no, death of the original Crimson Dynamo and the original, first appearance of the second Crimson Dynamo. Yeah. So yeah, you can there. Look at the spine. You can see again. You'll see there's a lot of the reasoning why we're talking about the grade is the way it is when you look up close to it. When you look back, these are the things I always love. People go, "Oh, why is it this grade?" From this distance, it looks great. You can't tell. When you bring it up, it becomes abundantly clear that even with a cleaning and a press, and the cleaning, this was so phenomenal. Shout out to, oh yeah, in this big tear. Shout out to Dustin over at Comic Chiropractor. These things look so good. All right. So we haven't found the book yet. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, okay. So because I know which book it is, so I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know the grade on it, what it came back at. So here we go. This is Batman 181, the first appearance of Poison Ivy. This book goes up and down. That's part of the issue with it. But when we were looking at it, I mean, it's not, you can see there's all kinds of issues here with the book. There's crease here, dog ear crease there. There's issues down in here. The back of the book looks pretty good. So with this book, when I talked to the owner of the show, so this was a Heroes Con pickup. Actually, it was picked up where Comics Curing Cancer booth was. It's a booth right across from us. I was talking to the dealer, and the dealer did give me a deal on this book, partly because I had bought a Tales of Suspense from him the year before that turned out to be a Frankenstein book. It wasn't complete. It was a hodgepodge together of different stories. long story short, he felt bad even though I was fine with it. So he gave me a little bit better deal. But we both agreed that we thought this book was about a 4.5. Okay. So based on a 4.5, I ended up paying like $275 for the book as a raw book, and then I suspected the book would be right around the $400 mark. So what did we get? Oh, okay, that is not a 4.5. Not at all. Oof. 6.0. That's, I mean, there's a lot of stuff along here. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I say that all the time. I do get them wrong. I guess maybe it presents better than I thought. But 6.0 white pages again. So yeah, 6.0 on this book. Oh, what is it? I think that's going to put this book around 900. I'll look it up and I'll put it up here. But I mean, so yeah, I guess CGC was right to charge me high value. Now, we can debate all day long about whether or not high value should even be a thing. I mean, does it take them any more effort to grade this book than it did the one before? No. So why should they get more money from it? Let me know your thoughts. Is it just a money grab, or, I don't know. I get they're a for-profit company. All right, last book. This was a 5-book submission. This is, okay. Oh, yeah, this book, when I picked this up, this book looked really, really clean. And I really didn't care about it. I think I might have got it in a mystery box or something. I didn't really even care. I just was going to throw it in my collection raw. And one day I looked it up, and like the value on the book based on what I expected the grade to be was really high. And I said, well, if it's going to be over $500, I'm, $400 or $500, I said, I guess maybe I'll have it graded. And so I did. And we come back, okay, 6.5. I think I was thinking this was around a 7.75. So I might have been overgrading it some. Again, we got white pages. This is Brave and the Bold 32. It's not even, the funny thing is, I'm not sure why the book is valued the way it was when I was looking at it, because this isn't a first appearance. This is like the second appearance, I think. Yeah, second appearance of Cave Carson. It's got a full page ad for Justice League of America 1 inside of it. That's the notes. It's nothing special. Now, it's a cool looking book. Cave Carson's not a character I think many people have heard of, unless you're a collector of Brave and the Bold. So it's a piece of interesting DC lore. But I don't know, whatever its value is. But there you go. I mean, the thing is, these books all look amazing. Even look at the backside. Shout out again, the Comic Chiropractor, phenomenal job with those. Just look absolutely the best that they could, without a doubt. I mean, there's issue to the point where it's just the physical issues are preventing them. So grading books, it's a crapshoot, I guess. Sometimes, I mean, grades weren't that far off from what I thought they were, other than really the biggest difference was that Batman 181, where it was significantly a higher grade than I anticipated. That's a pleasant surprise for once. It is nice, I suppose, for once, when you're going, what the hell, CGC? It's because something worked out in your favor. In the end, based on the value of the book at a 6.5 versus the 4.5 that I was thinking, I'm fine paying the extra amount for the high value, even if it was like another $39 or $40. I basically had to pay for a second book to be graded, just to get that one graded. But that's the way it is. Anyways, that's enough rambling for today. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite of those books? What do you think about CGC's grading? What do you think about this notion of them upbilling you based on their determination? They get to decide the value of the book, and then they get to adjust your bill based on that. Is that right? Is it wrong? Let me know. Until next time, make sure you collect what you want, though. Don't listen to anyone, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.